Everybody, General Malice here, and we are at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I'm sitting here with John Riggs.
Always.
Sitting here, super awesome. He has been a gentleman and a scholar each and every time I see him, and we've been having fun times.
Always.
Every weekend we see each other.
I know, we see each other all the time, and so, yeah.
It's getting a lot.
Not just on the other side of the screen or anything, but actually in real life. All these conventions, it's crazy.
Dude, it's fun. This was such a great one here in
Right.
Portland. You know, it's your home convention, or it's closest to you.
Sure.
What do you
Yeah,
like
NorthBest.
most about this one?
This is, it just brings everyone together. It's just something about like these square lights, it just feels like I'm in the right place. Like, it feels like I'm happy to be here, everyone else is happy to be here. It's a lot of times I see, like we're familiar with all the vendors, the people that come in. I don't know, it's hard to put into words and hard to describe, but it feels like home.
So let me ask you this, coming into this convention, this expo, as possibly a fan first, and then morphing and growing into who you are today, this awesome person. Tell us about that journey a little bit, what it was like to get there, and was there any things that kind of got in the way?
Oh, hold on.
Well, first of all, I've always been awesome. But to become awesome, what? No, not really. It was just, you just gotta keep it humble the entire time. I mean, again, like you said, I came here as a fan first. I didn't have a YouTube channel the first time I came here. You know, along the way, I was inspired by others. It's like, I can do that. I should start a YouTube channel or whatever. People was like, oh, you should do a channel, you should do a channel, you know? So I did. And then just from there, it's always humbling and humbling is the best word for it. Like when somebody wants to take a selfie with you, they want your autograph, they want you to sign this game for you. And I'm like me? Really? I'm a fan like anyone else. And I feel like these are my peanuts, so like, why even need to do that? So it's again, just been fun to kind of be here and just kind of come full circle where, you know, I was the one who was waiting in line to get Angry Video Game Nerd's autograph, you know, several years ago, you know, and fast forward to however many years later when we're hosting, we're having convention table together or something like that. So yeah, it's super cool, man.
So that's great. Definitely, as you've seen these conventions grow with yourself as that, what's it like listening to the people who admire you and your fans, and how that influenced some of the projects that you do, like what's behind you, and tell us about that stuff.
Well, I mean, that's the fun of it, is I've always kind of done like the hacks. Like I can take games and hack them into something else. Like, you know, it's burger time, but with the Bob's Burgers characters. I can only do this so long before, things go along. So I was like, well, especially with my YouTube channel, I talk about other people's games all the time, and there's a lot of booths here, like, retro bits here, premium edition over there. A lot of my time on my YouTube channel is spent talking about other people's games. And I was like, wait a minute, why don't I talk about my games? The games I can make a game and then talk about that. So that's when I started, making games like Yeah Beavis 2 and other games too. Whatnot has their own game now. So it just comes to that idea where here's this thing that I'm already doing. I can promote anything. I can always promote my own stuff too.
That's right. And that's great marketing and strategy. I think it's pretty cool that you got this really cornered market, man. I love playing your skin, your ROMs.
Sure.
Like, they're super fun. Gabbo just gifted me with the Happiness Edition.
Yes.
And I was super happy for that. So now I got a bunch of your stuff. And I play it with my friends quite a bit. We actually like playing it. They're fun. What are some future projects you got coming up? Maybe something that you're really passionate about that you haven't got the chance to work on because you've been so busy.
I'm working on a game right now for the Sega Genesis of all things. I know Genesis, it's not to put anything else down, it's just realistically speaking, Sega Genesis doesn't sell as well as NES or Super Nintendo, but I'm really passionate about Sega Genesis, so I'm making it for me more than anyone. So I'm working on a Sega Genesis game that hopefully will be out by next year. I'm hopefully, maybe by Midwest Gaming Classic or something like that. We'll see. But then on top of that, even with those games and the games we already have, once the game is done, then maybe we can port it to the Nintendo Switch. Maybe we can port it to the Evercade or something like that. So you already have the game made, just like with Yeah Beavis 2. It's on the NES, but then we put it on Dreamcast, and we put it on Switch. Now it's on Steam. It's going to be physical on Switch here, coming up very soon too. So you can always take the things you already have and just expand on those to reach a broader audience.
That's super awesome. So, last little bit so I can cut you loose. Give us some inspiration for people who might want to be starting off in, any type of business setting, but, just trying to get out of their own, comfort zone to get started.
Sure. I mean, all the stuff I've ever done has always been free. I'm cheap. I'm efficiently cheap. It's like, all the ROM hacking I've done, all the programs I've used were free. Just free online. I have a whole YouTube series on how to do that too. And starting a YouTube channel is super easy because it's free and anyone can do it. And I'm about 150,000 subscribers or so. I hit my first 100, and that's the funny thing too. I'm a radio DJ and a YouTuber with a stuttering problem. I hit 100,000 subscribers just using my cell phone. No fancy cameras, no microphones. I sit literally in my kitchen because it has the best lighting. I hit it all just with my phone. You do not need to overthink anything.
That's
Just start making content, posting it. That's all you got to just be consistent.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, one last thing.
Yes.
Who are some of your heroes that you've met doing this?
Oh my God. It's funny. I didn't watch a whole lot of YouTube before I was on YouTube. I had a friend of mine who did YouTube. I saw what he did, and then he was the one who kind of pushed me and said, "Hey, you should have your own channel too." But I was able to. I met Xavier Woods, the WWE wrestler. So people like that, where it's like, again, sitting front row at a wrestling show, I'd be the one trying to go for a high five or something like that. Now he's the one saying, "Oh, hey, you're the guy," You get like I get a huge wrestling fan too. Like when you get a private message, you get a DM when AJ Styles slips in your DMs saying like, "Hey, I watch your YouTube channel all the time, love your content." I'm like, mind blown. It's crazy.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for giving us a chance to
Always,
talk.
man.
I
Yeah, always good to
it,
see you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And guys, check out more interviews coming up. We'll be at Retro Palooza next week. You don't want to miss that interview.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm McClellan with CGT Video Games. We're here taking some submissions. It looks like you guys submitted a game with us, so we're excited to get that back to you as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So really cool stuff we're doing. Starting submissions today at Portland, and yesterday. We've had a great time, so thanks for stopping by the booth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That you might have. So I'm in media. I've been collecting a long time. I'm one of the original organizers of Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I've collected over 30 North American U.S. Sets. Atari, Sega, Genesis, N64, which is in the museum. You can see that, as well as many others, other obscure ones. Atari, Nintendo, Sega. And so I've been collecting it, and I pretty much wanted to establish a nonprofit, and now I'm moving forward to trying to get a museum in the Northwest. Yeah.
So the reason why I'm doing media with the kids here is how can we get them to step back and get into our carts and all the stuff that we love? What would you suggest for these young folks here?
I think just show them different experiences. It's important to know too, like my dad tried to show me remote control airplanes. I'm going to use my dad as an example. No matter how much he showed me remote control airplanes, to a certain level, my desire wasn't there to like them. And so I think we as parents have to do to expose our kids to experiences, and it's more about that relationship and doing that together. I think that's going to be important. Why is this important? Doing it with them and trying different things, arcade experiences, game experiences, computer, and then they'll find stuff, and you know what they're going to remember most? That they did it with their dad. Hey, I did that with the dad. That's the best I can do. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Caitlin.
That's good to know. So how's your overall experience with the Portland Expo Gaming Center?
So the Portland Retro Gaming Expo has been a great experience. I've been having so much fun meeting so many new people and selling video games that can play with people's collections.
What are you about? Tell them where you're at, where your store is.
Yeah, so I own a little brick and mortar hidden treasure video games in Vancouver, Washington. We're 20 minutes north of Portland, Oregon, right off the I-5 freeway. And yeah.
Cool. Awesome, thank you.
My name is Sean. I'm from Portland, and the booth is NorthBest Electronics. We specialize in handheld upgrades mostly, and other kind of game console upgrades.
That's cool. How's your overall experience at the Retro Center?
At the expo so far has been amazing. It's been really busy. Everybody's been nice so far and cool about making deals and stuff like that. So it's been great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Collector here to help move along some things that are leaving my collection, and I like to come hang out with all you lovely people to do it. So, yeah.
You local here?
I am.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I live in Vancouver, so
Nice.
just a rock's throw away.
Is this the first time you've done this expo here?
No, I think I've been coming since 2015 or 2016.
Awesome. Anything favorite this year that kind of stands out from previous years?
Oh man, there's always something that stands out. What I really love about this convention is coming and seeing innovative people who build an arcade cabinet that you can set all your consoles on, and build something that's unique and fills a vacuum for things that are needed in the collecting world, because storage and consolidation of stuff is always a
Beautiful.
challenge. So,
Awesome.
yeah,
Thank you very much for your time.
absolutely.
He's gonna
Hi, what's your name?
Robert, Torres.
How are you doing today?
Good, I'm doing excellent. How are you doing?
Good. So, what's your overall experience with the Retro Gaming Center?
Well, I own a business. It's Nostalgic Collectibles. I'm based in Sacramento. I collect myself toys and video games. Always have as a kid. And I turned it into a business, which I'm super passionate about. And love coming to these conventions or shows to connect with people, and just kind of love both sides.
How do you like coming to Portland? You enjoying it out here?
Portland's amazing. Yeah, it's been 3 years since the last show. I was here last time, and it's so good to be back. Just because I love networking with people. I love this community, and and buying and selling and all that good stuff. So yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
Matt.
Good, that's
Another
good to know. So, what's your overall experience here at the Retro Gaming Center?
Oh, it's great. It's amazing. I've been coming here since it was back in Seattle, back at the airport. It's amazing. These guys are great. They put it together. It's growing every year. Really successful. Everybody has fun. It's a great experience.
Yeah, that's good. So, how's Portland too?
How's
Is that
Portland
good?
treating me?
Yeah.
Oh, Portland's great. Portland's always fun. On top of getting to do the great show, you get to hang out in Portland a couple days.